Hello beautiful souls, and welcome back to Little Flames Oracle. My name is Trixie, and these two here are called Honey and Malt, who are kindly holding your cards. So today I am using the Spirit of the Animal Oracle, which I've laid out already, as well as the Inner Temple Oracle and the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. As you can see here, we have no tarot today, so it's purely just Oracle, which is a little bit different to our usual readings, but let's see what Spirit has for us today. So if you like any of the decks here that I use in these readings, the names of them will be in the description box. I also get all of my decks on Amazon, so they should be relatively easy to obtain. However, I do not leave the links to Amazon in the description box because I do worry about what YouTube says about that. Anyway, if this reading found you today, remember to take only what resonates with you. This could be all of the message, but if something feels misaligned or wrong, please don't force it to fit your story. Just let your inner compass of wisdom guide you, and let's see what the cards have for us today. We have quite a lot of animal spirits reaching out to us today, so if you work with animals or if you see animals as a way of communicating with the divine or spirit, then there is a lot today who are reaching out. So beginning with this one here, we have the B, which stands for community. Now these cards here have little tiny messages at the bottom, so I'm just going to read out these messages for you, tell you what animals they are, and then I'm going to let you use your own intuition. So you can go by what I say or some of the images that I show, and just have a little practice at listening to your intuition. So hopefully that will be alright. So the first card is B, a nice fluffy bumblebee, which is for community. I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can. So this card's message is, you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So yeah, definitely believe in yourself. You are a powerful creator indeed. So yeah, I think be open to receiving sweetness. And our previous two readings as well, we had a gift from the universe, which was in 2 readings back, and then in the last reading we had been open to receiving because we've been giving a lot. So yeah, we're definitely in this feminine receiving energy, I think, which is quite nice. Then I think we'll do underneath those two. So we got black bear for guardian and dolphin for play. So hopefully you can see those images as well. I really love these images. I do have to say though, the cards are massive. This is the size of my hand and this is the size of the card. It's the same size. You can tell I have difficulty shuffling these things. That's why I always do it in a portrait mode rather than a landscape. I just can't shuffle them. So we've got black bear, which is guardian. This is gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me protect the ones I love and awaken my intuition and guide me. That's quite a nice message actually. So some of these are messages and then the other ones are kind of like sort of affirmations that we can repeat to ourselves. So yeah, this is basically calling on the black bear spirit to deliver us some confidence and power so that we can help awaken our intuition and to protect the ones that we love. So yeah, very nice actually. Okay, and then we have dolphin, which was play. This is swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. I love how the confidence message here, there's like 2 of them side by side that both say confidence. I really love that, and I'm getting a very big message on believing in oneself, having the confidence to keep going, believing in oneself and just striving to what you want to achieve. Okay, let's see what for the next card we should do. I think we'll go for horses. That's a nice one actually. So this is freedom. And the message that we have for today is, your heart is pure and free. A great purpose calls you. You have unlimited reserves of stamina and strength. You follow the winds of change and accomplish your dreams. So again, another strength, stamina, confidence. This is basically the universe saying that you are very powerful and that all you have to do is just believe in yourself because you already have what you need to achieve your goals. So yeah, this is definitely a confirmation from spirit to believe in oneself. Then underneath that we have the elk animal, which stands for nobility. And the Elk's message today is celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. Again, believing in oneself. I swear, some of these cards is just like repeating the same message. But yes, there's definitely a very big message here. Just stay confident. You can do this. Next one, we've got, I think I'll do frog and moose. So we got moose, which is wisdom. That's what it looks like. And then we've got frog with prosperity. Some very colourful frogs here. Okay, so for frog, we've got let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. And with moose, we've got let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So this one here, the moose one, is effectively saying to trust your intuition and know that you are always guided, and to trust your inner wisdom as well. Whereas the frog is telling you to let go of any past grievances or to embrace change, because the opportunities are at hand. They're waiting for you to pop along and take them, sort of thing. So yeah, hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. Love cards like that. Okay, and the final three that we've got here are the ram, the lynx, and the orca whale. So for ram, we've got perseverance. This kind of reminds me of the Aries star sign as well whenever I see this. So perhaps Aries, maybe this could be a reading for anybody who has an Aries star sign, whether it be your sun, moon, or rising. But it can also be in the Aries star sign energy to persevere forward with what you want and to keep going, sort of believe in oneself, have the confidence and strength to continue, because you can do this. You just simply have to believe in yourself. And I know sometimes that can be quite difficult, but remember that Spirit is always with us. All you need to do is just communicate with Spirit on what you want and then co-create with Spirit. So in order to do that, mostly that involves communicating what you want and then letting go of control and leaving up the rest to universe or Spirit. So for the ram, we have, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. So never give up and good luck will follow. Yeah, as I was saying before, never give up, believe in oneself. You can do this. Okay, and then we got orca whale. So this is adventure. That's what it looks like. I love these images. So with orca whale, it's got adventure as the keyword, and it says dare to do things differently, sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence, be loyal, and friends and family are your treasures. So be brave. You are more powerful than you know. That's actually quite a difficult message to read there. It has quite a lot of like full stops and caps. So yeah, I think this is basically saying dare to do things differently. Like, do things the way that you want to do them. Don't just do what somebody else is doing because that's famous or is getting attention or views or something. This is more of finding your own path, finding what works well for you. I'm also getting that friends and family are your treasures. So friends are often the family we choose for ourselves. So this could be finding your own tribe, I think. And then lastly, we got lynx, which is keeper of secrets. I have to admit, this kind of looks like a Maine Coon cat as well, because they've got the same type of ears. So with lynx, we got keeper of secrets as our keyword, and the message is take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can conceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So this is mostly to do with, again, trusting your intuition and to spend some time in quiet contemplation, I'm getting. So silence and solitude. Often when our mind is overthinking and we're not really sure where we're supposed to go or which path to take, this means that we need to sort of step away from that and take time to go into sweet solitude, I'm getting. Because in silence, we will seek or find the answers that we're looking for. Because our mind is like rippling water or moving water. It's not very clear to see what's beneath the surface when it's rippling or moving. It's only when we calm down the water or calm down the mind that the water then settles and what's underneath it or beneath the surface is clear to see. So this is I think it's a metaphor for people to calm down the mind by spending some time in quiet solitude. You can of course listen to some music because I know there are some people who find it quite hard to meditate. They are constantly chatting with their inner monologue, and so it can be quite difficult to quiet down the mind and not think of anything at all. In fact, it's very near impossible to do for some people. So for that, I would suggest doing some mantras, Buddhist mantras. You can search for them online, particularly on YouTube. They are really nice because, like guided meditations as well that you can have a look at, they give you something to do. And whilst your mind focuses on that one task, then it sort of stops the other baggage, shall we say, in the mind and the inner monologue and all of that. So for people who struggle with quieting the mind, I definitely recommend Buddhist mantras or guided meditations. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go with Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So we've got Summer, Autumn, Elder, Stag, Peacekeeper, and Spirit Fox. So just a few of these today. Okay, so with this, I'm getting as one big message as well. So again, I'm getting a lot of trust here because trust keeps coming up. It's got trust and thrive, trust your talents in changing times, a harmonious resolution is possible, release the old and rest, bask in joy and light, and healing through the lineage. So this is a time of rest and healing and just trusting in the universe to continue your journey. So this is co-creating with spirit, but in a way where you communicate with spirit, you state what you want or what you need, or sometimes both, and you just let go of control, release it up to spirit, and you sort of set it and forget it kind of thing. And you just let the universe sort of guide you to where you need to be. It's kind of like setting the destination in your car's sat-nav, and then you let the universe drive the car whilst you sit in the passenger seat. And you will go through all of these different types of paths to get to where you want to get to. But the one thing that you must do is to let go of control. Don't, in this case or in this scenario, reach over to the driver's wheel and try and grab the wheel of the universe. Don't worry, the universe knows what it's doing. And sometimes what we want isn't always what we need. So sometimes the answer, I'm afraid, is no. But in this case, the universe is saying that the majority of what you want now is actually what you need. So state what you want and what you need, and then just leave the rest up to the universe and trust that the universe will deliver to you what you need and deliver you to where you're meant to be. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here as well. And the harmonious resolution is possible. This is, again, referring back to calming down the mind, because I feel like we're kind of overthinking at the moment. I feel like maybe some of you haven't been sleeping too well as well. Like you've had several nights in a row where you're constantly waking up at odd hours, or you just haven't been able to fall asleep and your mind's sort of overworking or on overdrive at the moment. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of worries and fears at the moment. So the best thing to do for that is you want to pay attention to those worries, because you can't obviously dismiss them because you have those worries for a reason. but the universe is saying to you to acknowledge them and to try and sort of filter out which ones need more attention. Is there something that you can do now? Is there something that is achievable right now? Maybe write things down, like write a list of all the things that you need to do or that you're worried about, and just go through each one. Because sometimes dividing up your worries into sort of different columns of immediate worry, like we need to do this now, or we're going to pass away, or the second column could be worries that they sort of need doing, but it's okay, we still have time for them. And a third column would be worries that you shouldn't really worry about. Have those three columns, and I guarantee that will help ease the mind a bit, because it allows your mind to sort of stop overthinking and use, I suppose, the overthinking to your advantage in some ways by channeling it. Hopefully that makes sense. And then lastly, we've got the Inner Temple cards. Now, we have quite a lot of them, and I love how I put the Inner Summer one on the Summer one. We've got two Summer cards here. So we've got Inner Summer, Mercy, Chamber of Forgiveness, the Golden Thread, the End is also the Beginning, the Mystic, Aligned, Unhookable, Chamber of Soul Gifts, and Chamber of Soul Contracts. I hope Honey and Sid don't mind me balancing those. I'm running out of space here. Okay. So the End is also the Beginning is referring to when one door closes, another door opens. And I'm also getting this too shall pass. So something that you're worried about, I'm getting, won't last forever. There will come a resolution or something equivalent to that. Chamber of Forgiveness, I'm getting to forgive oneself. Perhaps you are being unkind to yourself or speaking to yourself in an unloving way. I feel the universe is saying here to forgive yourself and to treat yourself with kindness. The Golden Thread I'm getting as a trail, like a path to follow. Follow the golden threads. And I feel like they will lead you to where you're meant to go. The Mystic is all about an inner journey compared to an outer journey. A mystic focuses on unifying themselves, or unification I think it's called, with spirit, becoming one with God and Goddess. So co-creating with spirit I'm getting. Then we've got Aligned, so this is spirit saying that you are fully aligned and getting you're on the right path. There's no need to worry. You're doing absolutely fine, my darling. And any worries, fears and doubts, just communicate them with spirit. And I'm sure things will work themselves out. So yeah, don't worry. Unhookable, I feel like this is no longer under anyone's control right now. You've unhooked yourself or something. You're no longer hooked to anything that's draining your energy. So unhookable, I like that. Chamber of Soul Contracts, this is your spiritual journey, and I'm getting ancestor energy. So you've probably been down this path or route before in a previous life I'm getting. Maybe you have communication with past versions of yourself, so past lives. Or actually you could communicate with your ancestors I'm getting. Like maybe it's time to communicate with past versions of yourself, because if they've been through this before, it would mean that your past self would know what to do. And then the last two cards that we've got here are Chamber of Soul Gifts and the Mercy card. So Chamber of Soul Gifts I feel is more towards our own gifts of the soul. So this could be related to your psychic senses, your clairsenses, or psychic abilities, your intuition, foresight, things like that. So yeah, I'm definitely getting, as well as trusting your intuition and inner wisdom, I'm also getting to perhaps look into clairsenses, looking into different types of psychic abilities. That might be something to research on. And then with the Mercy card, I'm getting, it's kind of like the same as Chamber of Forgiveness. like being kind to oneself and treating oneself with love. I don't know if this is the right way to say it, but have mercy on yourself. For example, treat yourself with respect, set some boundaries, because we're definitely on a self-love journey at the moment, I'm getting. So it could be that we're being unkind, we're not really believing in ourselves, we're probably saying to ourselves that we're not good enough, or that we'll never achieve something, or maybe we feel quite alone in our spiritual journey or in our self-love journey, or both even. I feel some of you are going through both types of journeys, but know that you are never truly alone because Spirit is always with you. Even in our moments of doubt, when we feel like the universe has gone quiet, those are the times where Spirit is actually carrying us. So I feel like Spirit is saying that even in our moments of fear, uncertainty and doubt, where we're going through a lot and we feel upset or tired and we can't really continue on, or we don't believe in ourselves, just know that Spirit is always with us and that Spirit is carrying us. And even when we can't necessarily see Spirit, Spirit is always there with us. And sometimes we're unable to see Spirit because we're quite tired and we're overthinking, and it's only when we calm down the mind that we sort of get into that trance-like state that we then remember that Spirit has always been around. But I feel like when we overthink and we get too much into the mundane world or this 3D reality, it kind of blocks our ability to sense Spirit. And it's only when we come away from the human baggage that we then realise Spirit has always been around us, guiding us. I get that quite a lot actually from my own personal experience. There have been times where I've felt really alone and bogged down by human stuff, but then I find when I try and calm down by doing something that makes me happy, or when I perhaps just watch a film that I like, I can then sort of not quite get rid of the human baggage, but just put it to the side for the moment. And that's when I'm able to see and hear Spirit again. So yeah, I hope this reading helps. This is your reading for today, and I thank you very much for watching. So don't forget to look after yourselves, and blessed be.